ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి పేరెంట్స్ తరఫున రిప్రజెంటేటివ్ గా శ్రీ గంట అమ్మయ్య గారిని గౌరవ మన ఆధ్యాత్మిక కార్యక్రమాలన్నింటినీ వన్నే వాస తెచ్చేది ప్రార్థనలే. కనుక ఇటువంటి కార్యక్రమాన్ని పోలికా విద్యార్థుల ప్రార్థనతో ప్రారంభించారు.
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा पद्मपद्मविशालाक्षी पद्मकेसरवर्धिनी नित्यं पद्मालयं देवी साम्बा सरस्वती भगवती भारती पूर्णबिम्बारणा ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु समस्तास्मिनो भवन्तु ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिलवन्दनात् मृत्योर्मुञ्जीयमामृतात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
అగరబత్తి వెలిగించండి రాగానే అగరబత్తి వెలిగించి అగరబత్తితో అంటించండి.
డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వచ్చేస్తుందండి.
వదిలేండి 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 సార్. అది ఇది ఏమవుతుంది అగరబత్తి ఫ్యాన్
మీరు వచ్చాను సార్.
చేసి చెప్పను
కింద కూర్చుంటారు. అగ్గిపెట్టి మీ మైక్.
Namaste. Before starting the program, just I want to pray. Gananam Vaganapatikam Avamahe Kavim Kavina Mamastamastam Jayasarajam Brahmanam Brahmanasradam Summanmutimi Sedasadanam. Today, all we gathered here, main objective is to give the presentations or gifts to the children, those who got winning in Sanskrit Gita Shlok chanting competition. All we gathered here. It is only due to our respected personality among us, Sri Gita Swamiji. Nearly 20 days before, Gita Swami met me in my school and he requested me to conduct the competition of Bhagavad Gita Parayan. Then immediately I called my teachers. We conducted the program in our school. Nearly 170 students participated in our school. In our chanting, in our discussion, I came to know he is grandson of one of my village personality, Mr. India. India means Nagaman Tirupati. He is no more. He was a very elder person in my village. We came to know that he was the grandfather of our Gita Swami. After the competition is over, in our discussion, he invited me as a chief guest and conduct the program. Our teacher, Lavanya Madam, is organizing this program. You know that Bhagavad Gita is very important. Hindus Granth or what we call, that is a gift given by the Hindu culture to all Hindus. Main objective of this competition or what we may call it, Gita Parayan, main objective of the Gita Swami is this Gita Parayan should be done through teacher. He is giving much importance to teacher. Gita Parayana should done through teacher only. It is a relate. It means he wanted to develop the teacher-student relations. Main objective is teacher-student relations. One side. Other side important thing is Gita Parayana should be done. His objective is throughout the country. He wanted to make 1 crore Gita Parayana shlokas chanting in our country. Is it sir? 1 crore. So all you children means you are like God and the elders. All we give that wishes to our Gita Swami and we also pray to Lord Krishna to complete his dream. What is that dream? Completion of 1 crore Gita Shlok chanting. So all we are praying. Give a big clap to Mr. Gita Swami sir. Very nice. Your wishes and blessings more than God. Definitely the dream of Gita Swami will be fulfilled. Before that, what I told you, the Gita Parayana should take place through teacher only. That is his objective. So now I want to say at present scenario, what is the relation between the teacher and student? That I want to say in brief. In what it was there in our country, at present what is the condition? Please pay attention, maintain silence. You see that in our country, historically, if you observe that, there were gurukulas. The student and the teachers were staying not in villages, not in towns. They were staying out of the villages, out of the towns. Gurasramas, gurukulas. At that time, teacher used to teach to the student. There was individual teaching. Individual teaching means what? One student, one teacher. Teacher is saying that student is repeating. Mostly that repetition, chanting of our Vedas or mantras. At that time it was called individual teaching. At that time the teacher selected the students for different shastras. Around 66 shastras are there. That 66 shastras, as per the student interest, the taste, the teacher used to teach. So the teacher find out what is there in the child mind. The teacher used to extract his ideas, his views, his interest. So in that way, teaching was taken place. Over a period of time, so at that time, what were the shastras? Mostly Vedas, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Atharvaveda, Samaveda, and Itihasas, Puranas, Ashtadas, Puranas, all these were teaching. But indirectly or directly, what so-called scientific that studies were involved in that Vedas. Vedas means not only spiritual slokas, no. In that all the Vedas, what the so-called science is involved. Because India, China, Britain, all these 3 countries, Persia, Egypt, these countries in the world have very long history, very more history. So our history, that Indian history also very great, extraordinary great. So all scientific temperament, what is there in the minds of the Western countries, that already the science was existed in all Vedas and Puranas very long time. Of course, but it was not accepted at that time throughout the world because that communication was not there. So over a period of time during the British rule, that the same system was following. But over a period of time, after Michael introduced the scientific education in our country, so gradually the schools were established by that private princely states. Princely states means Raju. They used to start the education and the Western education to the children in their small towns and villages. Mostly that education was given to the rich people, hardly 10th group or 15th group. That system was taking place. You see that? But at that time, the education teacher-student relations were up to some extent, means what the teacher used to teach, not in the Gurasramas. Gradually, the education comes to villages, in middle of the villages, in the towns. Means over a period of time after the British rule, mostly the private government used to provide education. That democratic form of the government used to provide education to all the children. With taking only nominal fee. But after 1980s, at that time during that government providing education also, teacher-student relations were not very bad, good. But 1980s onwards, the education was that because of the new economic reforms, education was completely privatized. So the present condition that from the last 2 years, 2 decades, the relation between teacher and student is deteriorating, drastically changing. Education is a commodity which is available in the market, like that it became degraded. Of course, education is taking place, knowledge is taking place, but the teacher-student relations is not up to the mark. What are the problems? Earlier teacher used to teach, apart from that, used to give good guidance. But at present, teacher-student relations like friends. But one point I am saying that teachers should treat all the children as a friend. But children do not treat teacher as a friend. The gap should be there. Without distance, the teacher will not teach, the student cannot receive. So teacher-student relations should be very strong, like Rama, Vishwamitra Rama, like Chanakya Chandragupta, like that condition is required. Always teacher is a friend. Teacher should treat all the children as a friend, but children should not treat teacher as a friend. So at present condition, you see that in films, in the media, every way, the teacher role is degrading. So at this condition, our Gita Swami sir told that this is bad condition. To remove this condition, the Gita slokas should be chanted, should be learned by the children through teacher. So it is a good idea. Not only Gita slokas, everything that developed technology is there, computer is there, internet is there, but there is no replacement of the replacement to teacher. Any technology is not replacement to teacher. Teacher is a teacher always. Not earlier, at present, in future also like that. There is no doubt at all. Why? Because teacher teaches not simply subject. It changes the attitude and aptitude of the children. That is important.